All right. Can you guys hear me? What is up, everyone? I think we got 8 people in here now. How is everyone doing? Yeah, I believe we're live. The sound should be good. What's up, Slava, my man? Ibrahim, Patrick. Who else is in here? Silver's in the house. Hope everyone is having a good week. 25 basis points cut today, yeah, and nothing happened. As always, nothing happens. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Let me check my studio. All right, we should be good. Yeah, is there anyone here? There we go. What's up, Ari? Hopefully you had a good day. I was supposed to live stream yesterday, but things came up this week, so that's why I haven't live streamed all week. Some unexpected things happened all week. But we're here now. Nothing has changed. The market is the same. We're hovering around the same spot. Got a little baby pump today, so that's good. And we're still holding, as you can see here on the chart, the Bitcoin monthly chart. We're still holding higher lows, and we're back above that 786. So not a bad look for Bitcoin here. Holding back over 91.2 after bouncing off the 786 here. So it doesn't look bad to me. I still think we're going to go up at some point. It's just going to be a little later than we anticipated, of course. And of course, we have that monthly macro bullish hidden divergence on the stock RSI. So it doesn't look like it's going to bounce quite yet, but we're getting there. Maybe we got another couple of weeks to do nothing. But we'll see if anyone shows up today. We got 11 people. So anyone listening in the shadows, hit the like button, answer the poll. Peanut is winning at the moment. The reason I got Peanut on there is because Peanut and Bonk are both on Robinhood. When the people do finally start to pile back into the markets, these couple of coins that are on Robinhood are going to take off. So Peanut and Bonk are both good choices. All right, let me get caught up on the chat. What's up, Josh? I did not listen to what he said. I have no idea what he said. Someone probably knows. Did Powell say QE starts December 12th? I don't know. Hopefully someone can answer that. Wait, what's today? 10? Oh, that's in 2 days. That would be nice. As you guys know, I'm still macro bullish, so I'm not really worried at the moment, but it would be nice if we could go up in the next couple of weeks. I guess we'll just get right into these couple of coins that Ibrahim asked for. So Loopring and Luna. I saw Luna was pumping. So hopefully you're still here, my man. I already took a peek at the charts. Luna we'll start off with. Luna Classic. Or no, Luna, not Luna Classic. But yeah, Luna had a nice little pump. But it's stuck at the 236, as you can see. So we'll just go to the monthly chart. Fix it here. So if we exclude the scam wick when it died, you're stuck at your first resistance right now. So if Luna can get over resistance, which it's at right now at 25.5, it'd be bullish over 82. And is it going to break out and go anywhere at all? We don't know. The monthly stock RSI rather is bullish now. Well, it's not bullish yet. When it gets over 50, it'll be bullish, but it is moving up in the right direction. Finally. Where's my tool? But if we actually do have some sort of an alt season, you can see that if Luna Classic can just hit a 618 retracement, when we do finally go up, that would take it up to about almost 550 for a 27x from here. But keep in mind it is that resistance right now. And then we'll do Loopring in just a moment, but short term on this one, let me see, what can I do here? All right, we go shorter. 3-day time frame, really quick here on Luna. I keep wanting to say Luna Classic. I think Luna Classic is still dying. Oh man, that 618 is, or that 236 is also your 618 from the high here to the low, so that's why it's getting stuck. So it is bearish as long as it's below 25. Man, there's no one here. 11 people, no one's typing. Only got 4 votes. Yeah, it's always a nothing burger when Powell opens his mouth. Every time they have a Fed meeting, nothing happens. Nothing is happening. The good positive thing, though, is the fact that we're not dying is good. But yeah, that's the reason Luna's getting stuck. Luna's stuck at resistance right now, and it hit the 618, so that could be it. About to go back down. And then loop ring, LRC. Hopefully some more people show up, but it did the same thing on loop ring here. It had a nice little pump up. Let's see where it got stuck. We'll do 2 different fibs. So very short term, if you can stay over 6 pennies and get over pretty much 7 pennies, you can be bullish again. A breakout over 8 would possibly send you up to the macro 236. So over 8 should send you up to 13 if you can hold the bottom. Oh, wrong one. All right, let's see. But other than that, with loop ring, it is not bullish. It's still going down. Stock RSI is still bearish, but you would have to imagine the bottom is in. So maybe we get sideways action on it for a little bit. So macro, higher low to keep macro structure. And we'll see what happens from this point. Let's see what it hit to the downside. But oh no, you're down below your final 786 support and you're stuck at it. So we'll see. It's not bullish right now. And then if loop ring gets a run, it is an older coin, so I don't know. Maybe we should just stick to the top 50, the top 20 coins that are established and just get a little 10x moves and get out instead of gambling on meme coins. Yeah, loop ring to the 618 to about 73, probably 75 cents would be almost 11 12x from here. But if it breaks over that 618 at 73, then you could possibly hit a higher high, at least up to 150. You hate to ask for coins that aren't moving. No, that's good. I mean, no one's asking for anything, so we'll just look at whatever. I'm thankful that some of you guys are still here. We haven't done nothing forever. I don't know where the market is going. I'll stop DCing until we pick a side. Yeah. That's all we can do is just wait. Because everyone's screaming bear market now. Now that we're below the bull market, what is it? Now that we're below the moving averages and the Gaussian channel, whatever it is. Everyone is bearish. What's up, Dave? How you doing, my man? Everybody says we're in a bear market. We just don't know it yet. But I'm still a strong believer in the alt season. I think it's just going to come later now. So our Bitcoin chart for November, December is out the window. We're probably going to go into next year till we go up, which is fine with me at this point. Where's DZ at? I gotta let DZ know something. Let all you guys know, but yeah, I only got 13 people in here. We'll just look at some random coins, I guess. We'll look at Moonwell. If your coin's not dying, then you're okay. If it stopped going down finally, then you should be okay. Even though we all took a huge hit. As soon as I bought Toshi, it just took a huge hit, and then it's, I don't know. Yeah, I got a nice little bounce on well here. Yeah, this is our well chart, isn't it? I don't even know why we got that on there. So well, the dollar on well, this box that we've had up here is, there's a good potential this is not going to get hit anymore. I don't see it doing 100 to 200x on well. That's not going to happen anymore. So to be safe, Ari on well, because I know you're holding it. Potentially this 236 where we're holding is the bottom of the channel here. Let me move it up just a little bit. As you can see. So it appears that well, if you want to be conservative with it and not be greedy, just get your 20x and get out. Because more, if we have a run, if crypto's not dead from this point and it's not bear market territory, then you should come back up to the top of the channel at least. If you come back up to the middle and we are in a bull, possibly we could get a relief rally. That would take you up to this middle area. So you could get a 9x up to about 5.5. So 5.5 at the 618 could be a good price to take profit. But if we actually do have some sort of a alt season, then up near this 15, maybe 20 cent range, but 15, you'd get a decent 23x out of it. So 12 to 15 cents could be a very good target. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to move our box down here. We're going to take our formal box. I mean, your moonshot is going to be that dollar range. But it could come up here and wick above the channel. So we'll say this is our target now. 12.5 to 20 cents on Moonwell. This is a good, you know, just looking at it, that's where it should go, at least. Let me fix this. I don't know why that was down there. All right, it's not a 20x. I take that back. So anywhere from about a 12x and possibly up to, yeah, 20x, okay, at the high side. So that's what you have to look forward to. What's up, Nova? Yeah, there's no parabolic move anytime soon. We're going to have to wait on that. I'm talking about silver or silver? Silver. All right, you're staking your well. Yeah, that's a good target. 10 to 12, maybe 20 cents. But 12 is a good target. What's up, Cha, my man? You got Cha in the house. Yeah, it's been a busy weekend at work, and then the last couple of days have been crazy. A lot of driving I had to do. Things in life you can't control, and you just got to deal with them. But Slava, my man, if DZ's here, I know a lot of you guys are always here, but just so you guys know, we're pumping now. You want to know the reason we're pumping, why these things have finally stabilized and we're starting to move up? You guys can already guess. Just guess why we're pumping. Guess what I did. Because I had unexpected expenses come up and I had to do it. It's not up much, but it did go up. I had to get out of Toshi. I sold Toshi right here at this 618 level right here. When the price was down here yesterday or whenever it was. So yeah. You guys know if you want to take a gamble, I sold Toshi, so it's time to go up. Because I bought in back here and we went straight down. Now I sold for a huge loss, so my money's out. At this point, I need another month or two to get back in the market. So it is what it is. So I don't really care what happens right now. If we go sideways, I'm happy with that. But the fact that I did sell, we could get a Toshi pump. Toshi could make a little run up to the 382 area. Damn, I'm gonna cry if it goes back up 100% within a week after I sell, because when I bought in, it just went straight down. But yeah, I'm out. It is what it is. Silver's at 62. What's up, Carrie? Will it be a red or green Christmas? It's going to be a gray Christmas, sideways. Unless we just, I think the next time we pump it, that's going to be it. So the next time, Bitcoin's pumping, Ethereum's pumping, and your coin's pumping, that's probably going to be the last pump before we go back down to the shadow realm. So hoping for sideways action. So why the heck did you sell? Like I said, I had to. Things come up in life, unexpected expenses, and I had to. I'm not going to go into detail what occurred, but no other choice. But like I said, if we go sideways for a little bit, I'll be fine. I'll get back in. I'm going to be smarter this time. That's why I was trying to, maybe I should just stick to like the top 10, top 15 coins and just buy something that's heavy and just get a 10x, just, something that's not volatile like Toshi, like a meme coin that's just going to go straight down when I buy in. Can you look at Jerry the turtle? Let me pull up deck screener. Jerry, what is Jerry doing? Yeah, I figured we'd have more people here since we are pumping just a little bit. But just, you guys keep in mind, we still could go down more. Bitcoin can easily drop back down to 83K from where it is now, because it's still getting, it's macro bullish, but it's still short term getting stuck. So it could easily chop around for a while. But let me pull up Jerry the turtle. It's stuck at resistance right now. Let me go ahead and pull up the chart. All right, you guys can see Jerry. Put it on full screen. Jerry the turtle. So from the high to the low, our chart, it came all the way up to the 1618 resistance and then just died all the way back down. So could be the bottom. You're back over the 236 area, so that is a plus for Jerry. And like a lot of coins we're seeing right now, you're putting in this macro all the way back down to the bottom, high or low scenario. So that's what we're seeing a lot of these coins do. If your coin's not doing that, then it's probably never going up. I don't know how to change. Oh, there's the color. I was trying to make it brighter so you guys can see the line here. But as long as you're over 4026, the bottom is in. As I said, it's getting stuck at the 382 to be bullish at 4033 at the moment. If it can break through that, that should send you up to the 618 area. And then breakout would be over 4049. And then, of course, Jerry the turtle to the moon. I think this is a good one, ain't it? What are we at? 4-0. So if we can take away 1-0 on Jerry. Where'd that take us? So, okay, we'll just go with the new high. So if it goes just to a new high at 305 pretty much, then from here, if that is the bottom, if you can get over that 3-2 and continue running, on the low side, to be conservative, if it's going to hit a new high of 16x up to that 305. And if it can eat 2 zeros, then that would take you up to the 2618. That's not bad. It's a 47, almost a 47x. But hopefully you guys can see that. So possibly the bottom is in on Jerry. Hopefully. Let's it sucks. Yeah, it does suck, but you can't control things that happen in life sometimes. What's ETH look like? We'll look at ETH. Um, but yeah, everyone, please hit the like button, answer the poll. It will help out, especially in these bearish days where there's no super chats coming in. We're losing subscribers on the channel. So we'll go up at some point and the channel will be bullish again, but it's just not here. And I was upset having to sell Toshi for that much of a loss, but I'm over it. I'm over it. We'll make it out because I don't think we're going up soon. So I still got a little bit of time. So we still got to wait it out. Yeah, I was just looking at puppies. I think puppies is bearish. We'll look at ETH. Let me pull up puppies. Where's puppies? It's got 1 million of liquidity and a $9.5 million market cap. But it did lose our support that we've been watching on it, just so you're aware. Let me fix this and then I'll pull it up. I don't know how these things get messed up all the time. Yeah, all right, let me pull it up real quick. All right, so Jerry the Turtle really quick, or not Jerry the Turtle, puppies on Ethereum. So when we looked at it last time, low to the high, you were holding this 382 area for support at 6026 and the 618 here. And you can see it broke it on that candle, if you can see that, and now it's stuck at it as resistance. So it is bearish now. It broke that 618 that was holding on the last two weeks. So broke it, now it's bearish, so it looks like you're coming down to the 0.5 area. So as long as you're below 6024 to 26, it's no longer bullish, and you can expect a 30% drop to 601516, unless you get back over that resistance now, that 618 and the 382. So it looks to be puppies is going to take a little dive here. Which, I mean, even looking at, I'm not too worried about Toshi getting out, because even looking at Toshi, strong move down, and now we're forming this very, very bearish. So if you're holding Toshi, you could have some more downside. I mean, I sold it, so it should pump. Usually it's when I buy in, they dump. I don't know if we've ever had it to where I sold and it pumped. Well, yeah, we have had that before. So yeah, it could pump. We'll see. Only because I sold it. But you are in this continuation pattern. So whenever you have a strong move down like that, and this consolidation to where you're making this little triangle, that is a continuation pattern to the downside. So if Bitcoin, if we don't go bullish and we start going up, then you're probably going to get a move down again. So that's what has me a little bit of comfort of getting out of Toshi. Even though I have a huge loss, I lost all my money pretty much, which it is gone. Yeah, 30% drop is very likely on Toshi right now, because it's not exactly on the bottom yet, like some of the coins that we're looking at. Oh, man, I'm lost now. Where are we at? If Jerry does a 47x, I'm going to buy back into Toshi for you. I got 17 million, Jerry. Damn. I hope it does do a 47x for you. Yeah, whenever we go, when people finally come back to the market, these coins are going to go up. Anyone that's holding, whatever you're holding, you just got to have the, how do you say it? You got to have the balls to hold through these drops, which I was holding Toshi. I was going to hold it no matter how low it went, and I was going to actually add to it at some point in the next couple of weeks. But like I said, things happened, and I couldn't do anything about it. So I needed that money to pay some expenses. But like I said, if you guys got the balls to hold on to your bags through the chop and the downwards moves that is, then You guys will probably be the winners that hold on tight because I still believe in alt season. It's going to happen. It may happen in February next year, but it's only another couple of months. You guys will make it. As long as we've been here on the channel, we can't end this with you guys fading into the abyss, into the shadow realm, not making any money, and everyone just disappears. And we all got duped by crypto. I don't see that happening. Not everyone's going to make money, but a lot of you guys that have been here for a while, you guys just hold strong. We know how the game is. We'll make it. Just gotta hold. Be patient. What's up, crypto adoption? How you doing? One day we'll be sitting here on stream with nothing to really talk about except you guys that made money. And then we'll be able to look at all our charts like I've been saying and see where these things actually end up, which will be nice to see how our TA actually went. You know, some of these coins that are in these channels and whatnot. My man Slava, Ethereum's stuck at resistance right now. Smacked right into the 786 perfectly. So let's see, low to the high. Our green box held, and it did get a little pump, so that's nice to see that our support box held, which is clearly based on previous price action of getting resistance and support. So it held support. It's back over this 618 here, but we're going to move that out of the way. So you bounced off our support level, and it's stuck at the 786 at the moment. Let's see if there's another level here. 382. All right, so it is at resistance right now. So as long as it's below 33.54, it's bearish. So if it can punch through this double resistance level, then it should start moving up. But it needs to get through. But as you can see, a wick, and it's already getting stuck. So short term, if you want to call it that, Ethereum is still bearish. So yeah, you got a little pump on things, but they are getting stuck already. Time to put in the shorts on Ethereum. It's about to drop back down. Wait, why is there a search bar? What the hell? All right, let's see. So, okay, we got 13 votes. Make sure you guys get out and vote. It's going to help somewhat on the channel. That's why you have to hedge yourself. I ain't got the money for that. I'm too poor to hedge. It's a struggle. I'll make it though. You guys don't worry. Like I said in the past, I hope to make some money at least. And if the channel survives and you guys stick around and you guys actually make money, then that'll be nice. We'll do this full time in the bear market if I can make the money I need. But right now, I'm back at the bottom. I'm back all the way in the bottom of the shadow realm, waiting for my chance. Yeah, I know you told me to go buy silver instead of Toshi. I didn't listen. You're gonna have to put me in timeout. Slava's gonna be a moderator and put me in timeout because I didn't listen. Yeah, we'll have to start talking about. I know silver. What was the other one? Bronze, or no, platinum. What was the other one you guys were talking about to buy in? Because if I actually make some sort of money, which I'm at the bottom right now, I have nothing. But I would like to invest in silver. I would like to invest at some point in the bear market. I want to buy into some stocks. I don't want to just be in crypto because crypto sucks. To be honest, I've been here for so many years and haven't made anything. We're doing the same thing every day, all year long, and then there's no positive results. I just lose money all the time. Like I said, you guys know, right when I put my $2,000 into Toshi, it just went straight down. What did you say? Look at Bonk and ZBCN. What are they doing? Yeah, what is Turbo doing? But yeah, if you guys are bullish on Bonk, you might as well be bullish on Peanut too, because Robinhood doesn't have that many meme coins. They have Bonk and Peanut. When we actually do go up, be in it next year or whenever, when people do actually come back to a market that's pumping, they're gonna pile into Peanut and Bonk on there. So Peanut may be a very good play. Where the hell is our Bonk chart? Someone stole our Bonk chart. Bonk's going to zero. Bonk is going to zero. Let's see. Bonk. Is it the MEXC chart? Ah, Bonk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bonk's still got some move down to come, it looks like. We went over that last time, so the 3-2 is possibly where it's headed to. If we don't have to push the narrative and move around our channel again, which I don't think we have to. As long as you're over this 3-2 here, which now, yeah, a lot of these coins still have a 30% drop in play right now. We're looking at a bunch of them already. So, Bonk, Toshi. What did we look at? Puppies, Jerry the Turtle. All these coins look like they still have a little bit of drop left in them. Little bit more bearish for another month. There's nothing you can do about it. So even if it comes down to 5066, drops 30 something percent, it should be the bottom, hold the bottom of the channel, and then we should get a move back up. So these are monthly candles on Bonk, so it's not going to move quickly. The next quick move we're going to have is either the pump to the moon, or I don't think the bear market's going to go that fast. I think it's going to go down and it'll back test, hang around, and then we'll start dropping. So if we start pumping up, then you know we're going. But if we do nothing and we start breaking these levels, then you know we're going down. But as of right now, Bonk still has a 30% drop in play. As long as you hold that, you're bullish. And then if it does come down to that level, which it looks like it should come down to that level. It doesn't have to, because you are at a support level. Then we do have the target up here to 201 down to, yeah, I mean, just to get back to the top of the channel here where we put our boxes 100x. So if Bonk hits this 3-2, you got to take the gamble that that's the bottom and it's going to pump right back up. Because you can see from the top, the middle was resistance again, and then the bottom should be support, and it should go up. So Bonk technically should go back to the top of the channel. So Bonk is good for a 100x play, I think. So Bonk's not a bad play. Make sure we're on the right thing here. Oh, my phone's going off. Come on now. Silver stocks are still cheap. Yeah, but I have no money right now. Speak more positively onto yourself. Yeah, I know that. It's just this last year and a half has been something else. Something I never expected would, take place. It's been a tough road, but we'll make it through. It's getting better. I'll make it, and then we'll be positive. We'll be super positive in the bear market. You gotta believe it, then you bought a top. Oh man. Yeah, in a couple of weeks or whenever it's going to be a month from now, when I get back in and buy something, I'll let you guys know what I buy. That way you guys could short it to zero. Can't believe people use Robinhood for crypto. Yeah, when all these stock investors that are already on Robinhood, when the crypto market actually starts pumping, they're going to pile into this Bonk and Peanut and whatever coins are on there, whatever few coins are on there. All the millions of users, I don't even know how many users they have, but they're going to want to get in on the crypto game. So they're going to see these meme coins on there, and they're going to pile into Bonk and Peanut, and then they're going to go to the moon. That's where all the money's going to come in for those are. because it brings a whole new group of people into the crypto space that are already on the platform. So that's why I say do your research, but look into Peanut the squirrel could be a good play. No one really ever talks about it. I don't even know why they listed it on there. Let me look at ZBCN real quick. We got Dave for 5. I appreciate that. That's a much appreciated super chat, my man. ACH. Yeah, we need to look at ACH. What's up, Matrix? How you doing? All right, ZBCN and then ACH really quick. I appreciate the 5. That is awesome. ACH. Oh, let me look at ZBCN first before I forget about it. I am interested in seeing what it's doing. Did it hold up? Yeah, I believe we went over this the last stream. No, it's still holding, so we're still good. Nothing to see here. As long as we're holding our box, holding on this triangle pattern, we have the potential to still go back up. But you can see we have to get over the 382 we're getting stuck at. So we're over our box, over the 236. So as long as you're over 2026, the bottom is in. The macro bottom is in over 28. If we can get over 3, that should send you up bullish short term over to 3.4. If you get over that, then you're macro bullish to push up to a lot higher targets. And then once you break this 786-618, break this downtrend at the top of the triangle, then you're bullish. Then this thing can finally go to the moon if it ever gets to that point. I still think 10 cents is possible, but you need to pump 60% and break out to the upside. But yeah, it's still holding. If we break the 236 below 266 here and we start breaking down, then it's not good. So the fact that we are holding this macro pattern on ZBCN, I mean, it looks good in the consolidation here, but you are making lower lows and lower highs, and you're bearish. So we'll see if we get a move up out of this thing. And then to the 10 cent mark, let me see. Yeah, that takes us up to the top of the small fib here. About a 35x. All right, we're here. We're here. All right. ACH up next. Let's see what we got going on. You asked earlier if it was cold here. It was, in the 40s, but now it's back to, I think it's like 75 outside now. Sun is beaming. What's up, JY's Adventures 100X on Bonk? Yeah. Bullish on Bonk. I mean, you guys saw it. I mean, just drawing that macro channel there. Unless Bonk's, how do you say it? Unless Bonk's not ever going to go back up, and it's a scam, it should migrate its way back to the top of the channel at some point. So if you're buying in now or waiting for the 30% drop, you could hold and get 100x at some point. I'm not saying it's going to go up in one shot. It may not go up. It may just go to the middle. Maybe you get a 50x and then you hold for consolidation, and then you get your other 50x sometime in the future. But yeah, we will see what happens. No one knows, but all we can do is do the best we can at looking at the charts and see what's happening. Yeah, you guys can hear the music and my voice okay? If you guys can hear the music, let me know. Should we switch it to something more bullish? I'm tired of being bearish all the time. Even though on the inside we're bullish, on the outside we're bearish. The Fed will continue cutting rates almost to zero. Still sideways. You're holding shipping. What's up, Tate? Strongholders only. Still sideways. Yeah. All right, I got to look at ACH for the super chat there. Hopefully you're still here. Let's see. ACH to the moon. I mean, you guys know I've been very bullish on ACH and Jasmine. I would still buy those two coins, no matter where they are in price right now. I think I'm going to stick to the older coins, even though they look like crap right now. Yeah, same thing with... Oh, man. Yeah, see, ACH is... God, I can't believe this thing came all the way down. They just won't let the market pump. It's ridiculous. So it is still bearish, as you can clearly see on the chart. Ever since we broke the previous uptrend that we had here, and our red box and our 382, we got stuck at it, and we were bearish. So, I mean, ACH really can't go lower than this. It doesn't have a great looking chart, but it did triple top, I guess, and it was over. So the only thing we can do right now is say it needs to get back over a penny, and then a penny and a half to be bullish. But it is stuck below our macro resistance box here. So did we ever do this on ACH? So macro wise, ACH from the high down to the new low, it has to get over 2.5 to be bullish again. So is it still going to 50 cents? We'll see. I don't know. Because that's now a 57x almost on ACH. Yeah, what do you guys think about Robinhood? I know there's other exchanges, but you think Robinhood knows what's up? It's just buy into the coins that Robinhood lists, no matter where you buy it, but. So you're holding the 618 again, or still. So right now it looks like your support is 009. If ACH is going to be bearish and go lower than this, if the 618 does not hold, which he did just make a macro lower low, so not good. Stock RSI is bearish. Yeah, I mean, if we don't go up soon, ACH could drop down to 3.8, 57% drop. That's a massive drop. But that would be the buying opportunity of a lifetime, I think. Put in a long position. If ACH actually comes down to this final area, you would have to take a gamble on it. Because that should be the bottom on it. I never thought we'd be saying ACH would be back under a penny, but it is what it is. Yeah, right now it's bearish. It's it made a lower low, so if it can hold the 618, like I said, it has to get back over a penny and then a penny and a half. But we're not doing anything, so it's not doing anything but dying. Can we look at Surge? What's up, Metal, my man? How you doing? ACH is going to melt faces. It's used in 170 countries. It's available on Coinbase and Binance, and CZ follows ACH. Okay, I didn't know that. I knew it was on Coinbase, but yeah, I think ACH is going to have a good move. What do you think about 50 cents on ACH? Yeah. Jazz me to $1, ACH to the moon to 50 cents. Get your 57x and get out of here. It's coming. We're just not there yet. We got to sit through all this chop and all this money being lost. We got 279 from Shub from Jeet. Please look into Noise and Toshi price prediction. I appreciate the 280. That is much appreciated, especially in times like this. You don't use a junk exchange. Your brokerage company is Merle Edge. Okay. Are you calling Robinhood a junk exchange? Someone go look up how many users are on, how many account holders are on Robinhood right now. Because once the crypto market finally goes up, they're gonna take some of their profits or some of their money they have on the side or whatever, and they're gonna start buying these coins on Robinhood. All these young people that think they're whizzes at stock trading and investing. They have no idea. They don't have a thought in their mind. They don't have a thought in their little peanut brain. They're just going to buy it. They're just going to see a bonk starting to pump and everything, and everyone's talking about crypto again, and they're just going to be like, hey, I'm on Robinhood. I'm going to buy peanut. I'm going to buy bonk. After it has that giant green candle spawned in. They're going to be the exit liquidity that you guys need. All the little Shadow Realm minions that are going to pile in. They're going to show their grandmas how to use Robinhood since it's so easy to use. And Grandma and Grandpa and Poppy and Nani are going to want to buy into a meme coin, and they're just going to buy it. They're going to throw their retirement into it. What am I looking at? Oh, Noise and Toshi. Okay, so we already looked at Toshi, but I'll do it real quick again. Toshi is possibly about to drop 30%, so just be aware of that. If you guys just showed up because we got more people in the house, you guys, I did end up selling Toshi because of things that happened this week. That's why I didn't stream all week. I had some things come up, no control over, that I had to take care of. So I did end up selling my Toshi. Toshi had a strong move down. It is in this continuation pattern. It is holding the 618, so excuse me, as long as Toshi can hold over 3039 or 3004, possibly you get a bounce back to the upside. These don't always have to play out, but when you have these strong moves down and the consolidation into these continuation patterns like this, it's usually bearish. So that's why we have this little white line drawn. So we could have Toshi down here at a good buy-in price. So if Toshi actually does drop down to this 303 level and we get a 30% drop on it and I'm able to, I will buy back in down here. I do believe Toshi's going to run, even though I'm out now. But yeah, if you can hold the 4 level, possibly low to the high, that is your point to bounce. If you break that, that's your point to go down. That means this uptrend is over, which you can already kind of see it's over, the fact that we made a lower low. So we'll see what happens here. It is trying to curl back up on the stock RSI. So if we get a breakout from this triangle and you're clearly breaking these candles here, then we may get a large move up, which you guys know I just sold Toshi. So I bought Toshi here, and it went straight down. I bought on this green candle here because it was holding the trend. It was holding for support, and I bought in, and I'm not kidding. The moment I bought in, the price just started slowly dropping, and it just went all the way down. Took all my money pretty much. So if we break the 618, it's bearish as hell, 30% drop. If we can break to the upside because I sold, then everyone pile into the longs because I sold Toshi. She's about to pump real good, real hard. But price prediction on Toshi, we used to have a target. I don't know where the hell it went. I don't know where our target went for Toshi. Maybe I deleted it earlier. Let me just go ahead and draw this here. I don't remember our target on Toshi, to be honest. A penny? Yeah, I would say if you get to a penny on Toshi, then get out. That's a 30x from here. Let me see what the larger one says. Is it near a penny too? Because we had that level at the penny. And if we go from this high to the low, we got half. Okay, we got the 1618 at a penny. So a penny may be the spot we're looking for. Half a penny or a penny. So the new high officially to a half a penny could be a good target. So if you hit half a penny, there's your 12x. And then if we hit a penny, there's your 30x. I want to say we used to say 20 to 30, or not 20 to 30. 5 pennies, but we got to be realistic now. Am I spelling this right? Noise. What is this? All right, so noise got stuck at this looks like ACH. Where it just kept getting stuck. This did like a topped out and then it broke. I mean, it's not the best looking chart. It is going sideways. It is at this macro level, so we'll see what happens. So you're trying to hold right now, but you are below, from what we can see here, is the 618. So the 786 is in play. But it is holding that level. You can clearly see where it's holding here. So any lower than it is now, then it looks like, let me go ahead and measure this really quick. So it would appear that it would end up dropping down to the 786. But it is holding, so it could be the bottom on noise. It about a 20% drop to that 786. But if I just simply draw a line or a box, you can clearly see what I'm talking about. If I just put a line right here on the chart where the price is, you can clearly see, I should have drew a box. But you get the idea. You can see it's bouncing off of this level where it is right now. But it's more visible when you put a box on the chart. A box for the win. So we'll go from those candles and those wicks. So we'll see what happens. We've been drawing these boxes on a lot of different coins, and they've been holding, some of them anyway. So you can clearly see if I draw the box, this should hold. It already dipped down below on that wick, but we're not going to go with that wick. So could be the bottom on noise. Not a bad move. I mean, not a bad spot to be in, I guess. 618 retracement, if it's going to run, I don't know what this coin is, but that would be a 9x up to the 618 at 2016. If it blows past that, you got a chance at a 20x at 3.5. But until we know what's actually going to happen in the market with alt season, if your coin is hitting the 618 retracement on the larger time frames, this one is the daily, of course, but you may want to just take your little 9-10x and just go do something else with your money. There's no guarantees in this game. 27.4 million Robinhood users. All right, I appreciate that. That's so little. We're still actually early. Top is when Robinhood users is at 100 million. Is that how it was last time? Yeah, you guys got to think about everyone out there that doesn't know how to use like any other exchange. Of course, they're going to get on Coinbase. They're going to get on the easy exchanges to use. They're not going to use Pancake Swap and Uniswap and all these other things that you have to set up. They're not going to know how to do it. They're just going to say, hey, download Robinhood, download Coinbase, and just start buying. We got King 87 for 5. I appreciate that. DMV's in the house. ASM XYL, and because ACH broke the 2-year uptrend, trying to cross 6 and got rejected again. Is there hope now that uptrend is broken? Let me look at that. What do you mean? ACH broke the 2-year uptrend, trying to cross 0.6. I appreciate the 5. That's awesome. I really got to start getting longer streams going. Because the longer I stream, the more super chats come in. We've been doing hour streams forever now, and there's just nothing happening. And we've been on for an hour, so. Oh, we got young Eldor in the house. How you doing, my man? It's good to see you back. We got Rogers back. Okay, so by Toshi, you're out. Yeah, I'm out. So you do what you want to do, not financial advice. But I bought in and went to 0, and now I sold, so it's probably going to pump. So, but we already went over it like 3 times. But we got to look at ASM, XYO, and ACH. Okay, ACH broke the 2-year uptrend. Trying to cross 6 and got rejected. All right, let me. ACH. Whatever happened to Zcash? Was that the pump on Zcash? Did we miss it? Yeah, we just looked at ACH. I don't know why I can't think right now. Okay, so you're talking about the 618 area at about 5.5, 6, yeah. Yeah, like I said, we went over it earlier. It's just bearish right now. It's holding the macro 618, so if it can hold 009, could get a bounce back up. But if it loses that, then it's going to fall off the table pretty good. It's going to fall off the table if it cannot hold 9. I don't see the bottom holding here at 6.7. So if you lose 009 here, which you're doing again right now, if that monthly candle does not hold, then you're going to fall off the table almost 60%. And then that would have ACH with another large red candle in, which it's no longer bullish because it put in a lower low. Then you would have to say that would have to be the final price. If it came down to this 3.8 area, it'd be hard not to buy in. What do you mean by is there hope now that uptrend is broken? I mean, I believe ACH is going to go up, so it will break through it at some point, in my opinion. If it comes down to this 786, I'm not saying it's going to, because it is trying to hold on these macro candles at that level, which we did have a weekly candle to close, so that's giving you a little bit of a warning that it could be super bearish because that red candle broke, and now we're stuck. So even though we have the monthly candle try to hold on, the smaller time frame weekly candle is bearish. It's bearish. There's no other way around it. So ACH could be telling us that we're not going anywhere for a while. Bitcoin's still going to chop around between 83K and 93K for the next 2 months. If that is the case, then ACH is probably going to break support, along with Toshi and so many other coins that still got to drop. So it could drop 60% down to that level, and that should be the bottom. If it goes lower than that, then it's never going up. What number is ACH on CoinMarketCap? I don't think ACH is going to die and go away. I think ACH is going to stick around. But any of the copycat coins like NKN and whatever else is out there is probably not going to end up surviving. especially if the alt season just peters out and there is no alt season, but a select few of these older coins like ACH and Zcash and Dash that actually do pump a little bit and show us that they are alive. So if your coin's gonna survive, we'll see. ASM and XYO. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me do ASM and XYO so I can caught up here. Is ASM still stuck at the 6618? I haven't looked at it in a while, but I remember it being stuck. Oh no. Man. So it broke our trend from the last time we looked at it. Yeah, another coin that all you can do is just gamble on it because there's nothing you can really do. It's back down to the bottom volume area. It's holding a slightly higher low. And that is king, in my opinion, market structure. Once you break market structure, you're bearish. So once you're putting in lower lows, it's pretty much done. Especially being down below all your levels of resistance and they're getting stuck. So from the low to the high on the macro chart, yeah, once it broke this area, you can see the support, resistance, support, support, and resistance on that last red monthly candle. As long as you're below 1.5 pretty much, it's bearish. There's really nothing else I can draw on the chart. If it breaks this low here, if it falls below 2078 or so, then it's extremely bearish. So like I keep saying, over the span of the whole channel here, you never know what can happen. So this coin could absolutely die. I'm not saying it's going to, but if it goes lower than it is, 70% drop could be in play to a new low. We've seen it so many times where that 1272 comes into play. So I would say this has to be the bottom. It has to move back up. And with that being said, on ASM, which the momentum is trying to shift up on the RSI down here, the stock RSI, but it doesn't look promising. But you guys know, we've said that a million times, and then the coin will just pump out of nowhere. It'll go up 50%, and then everyone will say, haha, you were wrong. My coin pumped. You said it was 1 to 0. But all we can do is go by what the charts and the price action is kind of telling us. So short term, it has to get over 2 pennies to be bullish. A penny and a half to be alive, 2 pennies to be bullish, and then take it from there. And then it gets over about 3 pennies, and you can be macro bullish once again. But if you're holding it, this should be some sort of a bottom on ASM. But you guys know we've said that in the past on so many coins, and then they just broke down. XYO we haven't looked at in a while. Oh, and then on top of that, let's see, back to where I got stuck last time. All right, so moonshot would be 70 cents on AXM or ASM. So a 67x to 70 cents to the 1272. If it holds here and it actually has an alt season. If it puts in a lower low and it does pump from here, then you're possibly going to hit the 0.5 at about 4 pennies, get a little 4x, and then it's done. XYO. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys hanging out for all these bearish times that we've had so many bearish times together. Can you guys imagine if we actually can say that we had some bullish times together? I guess we had one bullish time together. That was when XCN was pumping and we had, 200 plus people come in. Those were good times. The XCN bull party that we had. XYO is in the same boat. It just put in a slightly higher low. So it's holding the higher low, so it's still holding macro market structure. That's the big thing you got to worry about. As long as your coin is holding macro market structure, then you have a shot. That's all I'll say. You have a shot. But this coin got stuck on our box again. So we said until it gets over the box, it got stuck right at the 236 at the top of the box at 006. You're still bearish, so it is breaking back down below it. So it could easily, if it stays below this box, then it could easily come all the way back down here. Another coin that could drop 30%. So it needs to get over 206 and then a penny. If it gets over a penny, it's bullish again. If it gets back over this box, it's alive. So you are holding bullish market structure. If we took everything off of the chart, so higher highs and higher lows, if that holds structure, then you could get a move up here. It could do anywhere from a 15x up to 10 cents would be a 17, 18x. Put in a slightly higher high. And if AS or XYO goes to the moon, you do have 20 cents up here. It'll be a 37x almost from here. So macro wise, as long as you're holding structure, you're good. As long as you're, I couldn't draw, but as long as you're holding higher lows and higher highs, it's bullish. Macro time frame, that is. All right, I got to get back to the chat. What's up, Craig? What's up, Payne? Hey, just joined in. What's your take on BTC for the post FOMC? I see the price has hit resistance. Yeah, it's the same thing as always. Payne, welcome in. Every time it's the same. We do nothing. We pump a little bit before like we did, and then it does nothing. So as long as we're below 93K, where's our BTC chart? Our monthly candle is holding. Our weekly candle's back above, so it doesn't look bad, but if you get to the smaller time frames on Bitcoin, damn it, wrong tool. We are possibly the same thing we said on Toshi and so many other coins, which I'm macro bullish on Bitcoin, but we're not doing anything. We're probably not going up for another month or two. So I would expect sideways and down for the rest of December, to be honest, because it appears we're forming a bear flag. So 83.3 is the price to hold, in my opinion. Strong move down, little bear flag, continuation, whatever you want to call it. But there's a good chance this month and next month we just drop again. So this month we do nothing. Just continue our bear flag, continuation. Next month we drop back down. We're at 83.3 still. So the next 2 months we may just be in this area here. So we still hold hope on Bitcoin. So FOMC is always nothing. Nothing ever happens. So it's pointless. So you guys are aware. But yeah, see, this chart here is where we have all of our continuation patterns that seem to play out every time. Continuation is down, down, up, up, up. And now short term, we're not really forming anything right now, but short term we're forming a bearish. So you have the 786 at 83.5. We did already tag it, but we can easily come back down to it. So I'm still, as long as we're already at 83.5, the bottom should be in. We're getting stuck at 91.2. You're not bullish again on Bitcoin, in my opinion, until we get over 103. If we get over this 3-2 at 103, then we're probably going to go to a new high. Bear market is going to start. I know everyone says bear market because of different people on YouTube and Twitter. Support line or support, the EMAs are broken and all this other stuff. Until market structure is broken on Bitcoin, I'm macro bullish. So we could still drop 10% and be in the same area over the next month or two. My big concern, if we break this low here, if 74.5 breaks, then we're in a bear market. It's over. So that's my big thing. As long as we're above 74.5, we're macro bullish. We have this macro stock RSI hidden divergence, bullish hidden divergence, you can see. So we're not quite there for a bounce yet. So this is telling me we're probably going to do nothing, chop around. But we do have macro hidden divergence. That is bullish. And like I said, as long as we even dip below the 786, below 83.5, as long as we don't break 84 or 74.5, I think we're good. So the macro picture on Bitcoin is telling me it's still bullish. So until that structure is broken, I'm not going to say bear market at all. I'm still bullish and looking for alt season in the next couple of months. So we're in a good spot right now. The monthly candle and the weekly candle is holding back over the 618. So 91.272 is your price to hold right now, it looks like. So that's my take on Bitcoin. Our target is pushed back a little bit. You can see last time we got stuck right at the 2 level. We wicked a little bit above it, but this level right here, you can see clearly got hit. So I think if the bull market is still in play and this structure holds and this plays out, then I think 200K is the next target. I think if we actually get a season and alt season and Bitcoin to pump, if structure holds, we're going to blow through this, and 204 or so is next. 200K would be the next move. That's just me. Doesn't have to happen, but because I know there's people calling for a bear market and 50K, 40K, all the way down here. Yeah, I think alt season's coming too, but it's just not here yet. Yeah, we looked at loop ring. Loop ring stuck at resistance. So hopefully you took profit. What's up, Jesus? How you doing, my man? We go up eventually, yeah. We're gonna go up eventually. It's just not happening yet. What we're seeing is just it's telling us we're not there yet. It looks like the bottom is in on anything on everything, but we're looking at macro monthly charts. So looking at the larger time frames like that, it's going to take a while for the things to move. So we could sit in the same exact spot like we just looked at on Bitcoin for 2 months, 3 months, and the chart's not even going to move. The chart's going to be in the same spot. But that's why we look at the macro charts, because we can see on a bigger, grander scale of things what's actually happening with these coins. So it's probably down and sideways still. We got 34 people in here. I don't know if we should end it or not. What time is it? I'm still in two minds whether I cut my losses or sell. Yeah, you're still holding on to Jasmine though, huh? Yeah, I'll pull up Jasmine. We'll look at Jasmine and Cookie real quick. Since you're here, my man. I keep forgetting about Jasmine. I still think Jasmine's going to hit $1. All right. But I'll pull up the Jasmine chart. I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. So answer the poll and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, let me pull up the other Jasmy chart. That's not the right one. The one we've been using for a long time is the Gate IO chart. Jasmy's below our box. Not good. So what we looked at last time on Jasmy, of course, is trading in this large megaphone pattern. So now what we're kind of speculating on Jasmy is, if the bottom is in very soon, we'll see. It really needs to get back over 2072 and then up to the top of the box here. If it can get back over pretty much a penny, it's back to being alive again. But you can clearly see if it comes back to the top of this megaphone pattern, and you could get a 30x. So 12 up to 20 cents could be a good target. So what we'll do on Jasmy here is actually draw a box, and we'll see if it gets hit. That's what we've been doing late, and drawing our boxes and see if that's going to be our target area. So if we actually do have alt season, which I do believe will happen, then this box should come into play at least. And you can see our 618 is up here at 30, and then $1.09, $1.10 to 786. So if we get a decent run, then Jasmy could potentially. My box is in the way now. But we could have Jasmy, which it is holding macro market structure, even though our box broke. A 618 retracement up to 30 cents. I think 30 cents is very possible. So that's a 40x on Jasmy. But macro wise, it has to get back over a penny, then a penny and a half, and then bullish over 5. But I think if it breaks over 5 and it's on its way to 12, 12 is going to be a good place where people are probably going to take a lot of profit, that 12 cent area. And what did he say? Epic. Epic chain we've looked at before. I'll get back to the chat in just a moment. I think we have. Let me make sure this is what I'm supposed to be looking at. What's up, Joe? The 002 line. Yeah, I mean these prices on some of these coins are dirt cheap right now. It's just a waiting game. We got to wait to be super bearish, and then you buy in when people are calling for bottom for the bear market. Epic chain. Okay, I thought we looked at epic chain before. Maybe we do have a different chart. This is it right here, but I don't know where anything is on the chart. Let me see if there's a better one. I know we've looked at it before. Epic to the moon. It's a Poloniex chart. Okay, here we go. Our epic chart. Let's see what's going on epic. Holy crap. Is this it? Yeah. This thing is bearish. There's no bottom. There's nothing bullish on the chart. I don't know why this box is here. I don't remember the last time we looked at it, but it's clearly bearish. We're going to have to see where it's going to end up going down to, because it's bearish, so there's really no point in looking to the upside. If that is the low at about 50 cents or so, then a new high moonshot would be 1950 at 35x. Back up to a lower high to put in the lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So maybe you get if there's no alt season, then you'll probably get a pump up to the 0.5 one last rally to 2, and then do a 3x, and then it's or a 4x really, and then it's over. But macro wise, if that's the bottom, it's got to get back over $1 and then $1.50, or if it does not, it's still bearish. And on the other end of that, the only other thing we can do is see what kind of support it's hitting over here. It is bearish on the stock RSI, so it doesn't look good. All right, so you came down perfectly and hit the 1414. So right now, as long as you're below 65, pretty much 49 cents is your support. If it loses 49, it's going to drop to 30, 32. So it is bearish, so there's a real good chance it drops down here. So you could be looking at anywhere below 49 cents, then you'll drop 40%. So some of these coins are telling us we still got a couple of months of bearishness ahead. Not good. And then is there anything I missed? I think I covered the super chats. Let me see. I got a blue marker on the fan funding. Let's see what I missed. All right, we did that. We did those. Okay, we're caught up. Yeah, if we actually do, we got 36 votes on the poll. Bonk is winning so far. Yeah, we lost half the viewers when I went out for a minute. Or we had 37, now we're down to 20. Now down to 16. Yeah, I can't wait till we're actually back and bullish, because then people will come back. When these coins are pumping, there's going to be all kinds of people in the chat. We didn't look at Turbo today. How's Turbo holding up? Turbo's still holding. Turbo's another one example on the macro time frame. It's still clearly bearish, but it's pretty much holding the 618 from the low to the high on the macro chart. It's trading in this channel nicely. Top is coming into play. The middle's coming into play as resistance. Got stuck at the 786, pulled back to the 618. So as long as you're over 2018, possibly that should be the bottom. If Turbo breaks the 618, then we'll kind of reevaluate and see what's happening with it, but it wouldn't be good. All right, let me switch the music here. Let me see if I can find something else. How do I switch the song? Yeah, before we go off, we'll put on some more bullish music. But we'll get there at some point. We've been waiting for so many years now. And a lot of you guys that are here now, you guys have been here for like the last year, if not more. I know some of you guys have been here for a long time, but we used to have different people on the streams all the time back in the day. Most of them aren't here anymore, but it's understandable. But a lot of you guys that are here now have been sticking around for like the past year, which is awesome. I appreciate you guys, and you guys are gonna make it. We just got to be patient. At some point, we'll make it out of the shadow realm. But yeah, someone mentioned Vision earlier. I know Vision's very bearish. It's like we have to go up now or it's bearish. Let me see. Let me get a bullish song on here to get you guys hyped up a little bit, so you don't go back into the shadow realm tonight and be that sad. Good times are coming. Metal's going to be a millionaire. Good times are coming. We'll make it. Just a game of patience. A game of patience. Oh, we got Bill Showtime in the house. How you doing? You guys are talking about Jasmy. Yeah, just hold your Jasmy, not financial advice. When you get your money back and you make a little bit of profit, then just, whenever you're comfortable, just don't be greedy, get out. I say 30 cents is guaranteed, but don't hold to 30 cents. Maybe hold a bag to 30 and a moon bag to $1, but I wouldn't count on it for $1 at least. But it's an ever-changing game. Vision thinks Jasmy's going to 1 cent, then down to 0.002. So that's why you have your doubts, huh? But Turbo's still holding up. I don't know. I mean, just a scenario, not financial advice at all. But Jasmine does have a bearish chart. It should be on the bottom, but there's no telling. I am bullish on Jasmine, as with ACH. But some of these charts that we're looking at, my man, that have these, like Bonk and Turbo here, we got to look at Cookie I forgot about. We still could have a drop down on Turbo. It is holding the 618. Depending on how we want to draw the channel here, we could pull it back up to here and say that's it. This is it. But it is doing the same thing Toshi's doing. A lot of these coins are forming after a little strong move down. They are forming these continuation bear flags to the downside. So worst case scenario on Turbo is we lose 0018 and we come back down to the bottom of the channel and we drop 50%. So that is still in play right now. Some of these coins dropping 30 to 50 to 60%. And then that's like the ultimate final bottom. We can't push the narrative anymore. So if Bonk actually comes, or Turbo rather, actually comes down to the 0097 level, that would be the best opportunity to get in. So what I was trying to say, not financial advice, maybe just cut your losses on whatever you're holding. I know you're holding Jasmine, which we're still bullish on Jasmine, but if some of these coins come down to these targets, which it is holding now, which could be the bottom, then you're looking at this 15-cent range for 130x on just to come back up to the top of the channel, which it's been holding the channel forever. Hopefully that makes sense. So it still could end up dropping. We'll take it week to week. I'm streaming at least once a week now. I mean, I'm trying to do it as much as I can every day, but that's not been the case lately because things keep happening. But we're staying on top of things. So far, Turbo is still holding. And I really think something like Turbo and the other coins we're looking at in these channels, they should make a run back to the top of the channel, even if it takes a while. So still very bullish on Turbo from this point. So if that does hold, then you're looking at a 64x almost on Turbo. We got metal for 16 months. I appreciate that, my man. 16-month member, but been here longer. Yeah, you've been here for a long time, my man. Yeah, it'd be nice if everyone. I know there's not a lot of people on the channel. We're losing subscribers. 20 to 30 people on the live streams right now. We're trying to grow. We only got, how many likes do we got? But it would be nice to be here more often than not on the streams with you guys, like I used to, for 4 to 6 hours every day. But it just got to where it wasn't sustaining bills. But we're at what? Just under 13,000 subscribers. So if we can just get 2,000 people to be a member, I could do this full time. It's only $2 a month. Only $2 a month. You guys spend more than that on a stick of gum at the store. I appreciate the membership, my man. Patel says reactive network. Jasmine's down 99%. If it gets 30% of that back, be grateful and run. Can Turbo reach 25 to 50 cents? No. I highly doubt it. It's going to be a big move for it to get to 15 cents to the back. Like we just looked at, back to the top of the channel at about 13 to 15 cents. That's a massive move for any coin, especially nowadays. There's too many coins there. There's too many coins out now, so there's no guarantees on a 100x coin anymore. There's not. I mean, so That's why we've started looking at these macro channels here. And, the price action should end up going back to the top at some point, which we're at that stage of the game to where it's either a bear market or a bull market in alt season. So if it's going to be bull market and alt season, then we should have these coins at least run back to the top. So at least 6 cents, but high as 15 cents. There's no way it's going to hit 50 cents. No way. In the future, yeah, but we're looking at now. You hardly make any videos anymore? Yeah, I don't have the time. I gotcha. Welcome in. I don't have the time anymore. I got things going on. Got my kids I gotta see. Working. I don't have the time to do videos every day. I just don't have the time. That's why I need the market to pump. I need to make some. If I can make some money, then I will be able to do it and do this every day again. Because at one point I was doing 6-hour streams every day and doing 10 updates a day, 5 to 10 updates a day, which was nice. But you guys know life happens, things come up, bills need to be paid. And when the revenue's not coming in on YouTube, you have to cut your losses and do what you got to do to survive. But I would love to get back to making videos every day and live streaming every day. That's the dream job I want. So hopefully we get an alt season and hopefully I can accomplish that. And like I keep saying, all you guys that have been here for a long time that come to the streams when we're so bearish and sideways, it's very much appreciated. Even when it's just the small super chats coming in, it's nice. Gives us hope for a pump. Reactive network. But yeah, I think Turbo can possibly hit 15 cents. At lowest 13 cents. If Turbo's at 10 cents, then it's pretty much back at the top of the channel. So if Turbo's at 10 cents, you might want to just take your profit and get out. Not financial advice. But yeah, where I am now, I'll pull up Reactive Network, and that'll probably be it for the day. Reactive. What is the ticker for that? Reactive Network. But yeah, where I'm living at now, and as much as I have to travel to see people and kids and work, I've put a lot of miles on my truck this last year. So that's the reason pretty much over the last 6 months really, that I haven't been doing videos. Lately I haven't been live streaming every day like I would like to, because there's so much going on. But hopefully you guys realize that when I'm not live streaming and we're not here chatting and hanging out, it is nice. I mean, I miss you guys hanging out here on the channel, because I know we're going to make it and you guys are going to be excited. You guys are going to make money. And hopefully, I mean, if we actually make money at some point, some of you guys that I know have been here for a while, we may have to have some sort of a, I mean, if we actually make money, we're going to have some sort of a get together. What are we looking at? Reactive Network to the moon. We'll have to fly to England to go see Metal. Metal's gonna have to come to us. When Metal becomes a millionaire from Jasmine, he's gonna have to get a flight down here to Texas. Then we'll get Roger up from Mexico. Slava from Colorado. We'll try to find Kura if she's still around. We'll get Ari from Florida. And whoever else is out there. All the guys from Dallas. Patrick and Alex, and if they're still around. But Reactive Network, you're still holding the 382. You got stuck right at the 786 at about 15 cents, got rejected. You're bearish, uptrend broke. So one more thing I will do. So yeah, you just bounced off of the no. Yeah, you bounced off with a 0.5. So the 382 and the 0.5 held. So you're still technically bullish as long as you're over 5 pennies. But it is stuck at resistance at the other 382 at about 7. So it needs to hold 5 and it has to break 7. If it does not, then it can easily go down more, which would be your 618. And if it breaks the 618, it's over. But that's a 33% drop. So you would want that to hold. A reactive network. So it looks like you actually did hold. So you're holding a higher low. I mean, as long as you're holding higher low, that may be at the bottom. You're holding the 382, so it doesn't look horrible. What do we add? 6 pennies. So $1 to $1.50 is possible. I don't know what reactive network is. So maybe the 1618 is in play. So almost a 25x from here if it holds. So it is still technically bullish over 5. Breakout would be over 9.5, 10 cents. And you'll know it's breaking out if it gets over the 786. If it gets over 15 cents, then it's going to go to a new high. So if it breaks 15 cents, it's going to go to 50 to 60 cents. All right, so Surge, we'll look at Surge for JY. Surge is going to be the last one here. So I do appreciate you guys coming in. I used to stream every day. Yeah, your Rosabelle vlogs, but just don't get time now. Yeah, so yeah, you understand. Unless you have money to live with, you have to do other things in life. Things come up, bills need to be paid, family has to be taken care of. So until that's all done, there is no 24/7 YouTube channel anymore. We're hoping to get out of the market by March. Yeah, if we're not out by March, then it's over. If we're not making new highs in February and then we come into March, then hopefully we're out and we're happy with our money. But if we're not, then it's probably a bear market. But like I said, we take it month to month, week to week here, and we'll figure it out. All right, so let me do last one here. It's going to be Surge. What is Surge? That used to be a drink. You guys remember Surge? Reactive network is the coordination layer in self-smart contracts, i.e. from the static to reactive. The PRB that ETH left to be solved and was solved by reactive. Okay. After 10 years. Alright, so we're going to end it with Surge here. Everyone hit the like button. Answer the poll. Much appreciated. I appreciate the memberships. I appreciate the couple of super chats that came in. Surge. Surge 2? We've never looked at this. Let's see what kind of... Oh no. We have a winner. Everyone pile in. Where can you buy Surge at? Yo, who said Surge? We're gonna end the stream bullish here. I'm sorry you guys hear the bell. I'm being called away. The Shadow Realm says, "Come save me." Oh Lord. Yep, the bell went off. We have a winner. Who said Surge? Oh, JY said Surge. So where can you buy this? Is this on Coinbase or anything that I don't have money, but anyone can buy it on? I could throw 20 bucks at it. This thing is bullish. It looks like it's new. It's weekly chart. It's consolidating at the top. This thing looks like it's about to run. I don't know what this is, but it may not run. So don't just pile in with all your money, your life savings. Just take a gamble. But it's got a strong move up and a continuation pattern here on the weekly time frame. I don't know what this is, but it looks bullish as hell. I can't even draw anything on the chart to tell you where it's going to end up going. I guess I could draw one little fib here. Yeah, where can you buy Surge at? Is it on... Only thing I can use is Crypto.com, Coinbase, and Phantom Wallet, pretty much. And, yeah, because I can't use the gas fees on the other exchanges. So right now, high to the low, short term, you're stuck right at the 618 once again. So it appears if this thing can get over about 635, you're right there. And especially if it's over 7.4, it's going to break out. Where it's going to go, no one knows. But all I can point out is very bullish looking and a bullish pattern. This thing could easily, if it breaks over the 618 here, it could spike up and do a 2x, up to 11.5, 12 cents to begin with. Alright, so not a bad one. Got a little bullish one for the end of the live stream here. On deck screener on base, alright. He says, where can you short Surge? So on base, Solana, and BCS. Yeah, that doesn't. This is bullish. I mean, it may die and go down from here, but it's in a continuation pattern. It looks bullish here. I wouldn't short it just yet. The fact that it didn't die after it made a high and it consolidated, this thing may have another nice push to the upside on it. So if you guys pile in, not financial advice, and you make a decent little profit on this thing, it could shoot all the way to the top here. If you guys get a 30x out of this coin, you better send me a super chat. Alright, so we got 10 from Metal. I appreciate that. Thanks for everything. Hope we all get through this. Yeah, we're going to get through it. It's just we got to wait longer. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate the 10 from Metal. That's awesome. So this thing's on Coinbase. Is it really? It's on base. I read that. There's a better chart on Deck Screener. Alright, let me pull it up on Deck Screener. But yeah, this is going to be it. I appreciate you guys coming in. Not everyone pile into the coin here. Let me peek at the. Let me see if there's anything different on the Surge chart. But I do appreciate the super chats that came in today. It's more than we've had in a while. All right, so it is on Sol. I can buy this on. So which one is pumping? I mean, there's different exchanges. It's on ETH, Sol. What is this? Someone send me some Sol. Oh, man. Someone send me some Solana. So I can buy this thing on Phantom Wallet. This thing's about to do a 30x. Yeah, it's making higher highs and higher lows. On the Sol chart, let me look at the other chart. Yeah, don't do like that guy did in the past. You guys remember that guy that came in and said he spent his whole life savings, he sold his house and spent like $800,000 on a coin we were looking at on Solana, and it went straight down, and he blamed me for losing all his money. That was a dumb move, if that was even real. Yeah, so all of the pancake swap exchanges, the ETH, the Sol, they're all bullish. They're all consolidating, and it made a higher high. It is crypto, so it could just die from here. So that's why you don't put a lot of money on it. I just need to put $100 on it and do a 30x, and I'll be okay. But yeah, it looks good. Yeah, we're gonna make it. We just gotta hold out. Yeah, I'm looking at Deck Screener right now. It has the same exact chart. Pretty much. There's really no difference. Let me look at the base one. Where do you have it, on base? Alright, I'll pull it up, that way you can see it. Make sure this is the right one. But yes, it's got the same chart. It looks extremely bullish. So yeah, it looks, the one you're looking at now is the same chart. Let me make sure this is the right one, because there is a different one. Alright, so is this it? Because it's surge on base, surge on Ethereum, surge on Solana. They all pretty much have the same chart. It went up and it consolidated. And it looks like it's about to go again, to be honest. So if that's it, exactly what we said on there is what it is. The only other surge is on this right here. Unless it's this one you're talking about. But it looks like it's doing the same thing. It looks bullish. Okay, yeah, so that's the right one. It looks good. Hopefully it goes up from here, but it looks good. Show the contract address. All you gotta do is, if you're on, all you gotta do is type in surge. It's at a 300 million mark, or 300K market cap. $300K market cap. It's on base, Ethereum, and Solana. The chart looks exactly like this. The one on Sol has 800K of locked liquidity, 30 million market cap. So the Sol one may be the better one. Yeah, I'm not going to share the token address. Nah, the one with 30 million market cap. Okay. Alright, so if you guys got Phantom Wallet, or if it's on Coinbase, if you got Phantom Wallet, you can buy this thing on Phantom Wallet on Sol. Dirt cheap. It's got 30 million market cap. Nice lock liquidity. Man, too bad I don't have $100 to put on it. But yeah, if anyone wants to send me Solana, there's an address in the description. If I get a 30x out of it, I will send you your $100 back, plus 100 for interest. We'll see. We'll have to look at this one again tomorrow. You guys remind me tomorrow. Let's see what Surge did. But it looks bullish. It's no guarantee it's bullish, but it looks bullish. It looks like it's about to run again. But yeah, we're going to leave it at that. Appreciate you guys coming in. What is that? First Grand Optimist. How you doing, bro? Mini alt season starts 17th of December and ends mid-January. I hope so. I'm ready for the channel to get a breath of life into it. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Answer the poll. Hit the like button while I'm ending the poll now. It looks like Bonk's the clear winner. Hit the like button. I appreciate the super chats, the memberships, everyone that's here, everyone that's sticking through this as we're bearish and sideways, and I will see you in the next one. With that said, none of this is financial advice. Thanks for watching. Good luck. And peace out, everyone.